Hey everybody, how's it? Aloha, good morning. This is Geebz here, and you are on the Decomposer Lounge. As you know, you clicked, you're here. There's a reason why you're here, and it's not because of me, it's probably because of Radiohead, All I Need. Now, I said at the beginning of the year that one of the things I wanted to do is start drifting into live performances. I've had tons of requests lately for Radiohead, and it goes way back. This is a very big fan base. And then this one is called Live from the Basement. So I'm excited to bring this to you guys. I do know things. Well, the one thing I love about Radiohead is the seductiveness through the power of composition. Is there such a thing? You know, I think there is. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's too early in the morning. I'm 2 sips into my cup of coffee, of which you guys have bought. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. You guys know you can click that link down below, buy me a cup of coffee, or if you want to go to Patreon. By the way, this is a Patreon pick, and so if you don't want to support me with a cup of coffee, but you want a little something for your money, I've got a ton of all kinds of videos at Patreon. Come on down, even if it's just for 1 month, hang out, and I'll be there. I'll be here. I'll be there. Let's do this. Radiohead, All I Need, live from the basement. All right.
Trapped in your car. I am all the days that you choose to ignore. You are
Wow, that was a trip. I went this far into the song only because I'm gliding with the pattern. The pattern, though the pattern is repeating, there's really unique phrasing that's going on there. And one of them actually comes from the bass. The melodic line that the bass is playing, actually, it's in time, but the phrasing of that time kind of leaves you in this kind of it kind of leaves you not uncomfortable, but just kind of slightly pensive, which is unique for the fact that the arrangement that's being played very lightly on the keyboard at the very beginning starts to color in as he moves forward. And then the great thing with the guitar, this is something that, because I have never been really a band-oriented composer. I know what guitars and basses and can do, but a lot of times I've made mistakes in saying, wow, that must be a pad or something, and to realize that, oh yeah, I forgot, guitar players can swell up and they can put a lot of tones and reverbs and delays and stuff to give it that ambient sound. And so watching the video and being able to see the musicians actually in real time, live, do that is what makes this really magical for me, because I step away a little bit from just strictly listening to the music and diving deep, and I'm getting this kind of seeing eye dog of what's really happening, what's creating all that. And I love the fact that the arrangements grow. So far, everything that I've heard, that we've heard together, is a pattern that is being played, and these arrangements start to kind of lightly load up. And then this last little section here, when the darkness came in, obviously, same pattern, but now the guitar players kicked in some of the harsher dirt. And at first it caught me off guard. That's when I started thinking, whoa, what kind of synth are they using there, or whatever. And then I see him playing. Now, as far as, the singing, the vocals is haunting. And I'm trying to listen a little bit more to the lyrics here, because you can, in a song like this, you can kind of glide into this. And in what little experience I have in Radiohead, the lyrics are kind of beyond poetry for the soul kind of a thing, and that's what I'm learning about my journey that you guys are giving me with Radiohead and stuff. So let me go back a little bit and we'll continue on.
Get out of the night. I only stick with you because there are no others. You are all I need. You are all I need. I'm in the middle of your picture, lying in a reeds.
Wow, even it caught me off guard, and thank God I saw what I saw. I probably would have made a call there about that synth sound, but apparently that is the guitar player, that nice glassy ambient vibe that we just heard. I loved when he sat down at the piano, because remember I'm saying this is a phrase that generally is repeating and stuff, and what I was talking about earlier with that really heavy distorted guitar sound, well, muted, distorted, just really anxiety-driven guitar sound. It wasn't quite heavy metal crunchy, but the unique composition decision to make it very there's a word I'm looking for. It's kind of tug-of-war-ish. Is you have that sound, but you still have what the keyboard player is playing. Both on the keyboard that he's playing is actually, I think that looked like a Rhodes or something. And so that's kind of a bell-oriented kind of a thing. If you looked inside of a Rhodes piano, it's kind of it's mallet-like. So you have these two mallet instruments that are being played, and very lightly and fluffy, but as fluffy, these really nice melodies. But then as the composition gets more and more anxiety-driven, or that tug-of-war, emotional tug-of-war, if you would, in instrumentation, that heaviness gets darker and darker and darker, yet this is still light. So maybe that's part of the battle within the lyrics, of which I really, first time listen, I don't have it in front of me. And then, of course, when he comes in and plays the piano, he plays on the right hand a cluster of notes, chords. We have 10 fingers. We can make a mess on the keyboard. We can block chord anything. But he plays this cluster, and he holds 3 notes of this cluster constantly through a very unique bottom that he does here that adds a whole different element to the composition. And personally, that could have gone on for like another minute and just even glided like that. You know, no solos necessary or anything like that. That completely, to me, the song completely evolved into this kind of like burst of emotional kind of, I don't want to sound woo-wooey, you know, freedom, a vibe, like you know, just kind of, you know, a blooming burst of like energy. And that, but within that, there was still a little bit of kind of like a little dimension of like not too sure. You know, not confident, not in what he's playing, not in what any of them are playing. I'm talking about what the arrangement, especially when he played the piano, what that arrangement did kind of made you feel like, you know, yeah. So I'm sure, obviously, I've got to go back and listen to the song one more time, and I'm going to pull up the lyrics. But anyhow, I want to thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this, the Radiohead. I've got a few Radiohead things that I'm going to be doing on Patreon coming up this month. I think I'll do a lyrical breakdown of this. I want to thank you guys for your support as usual. If you're still here, type in "I'm still here." You want to buy me a cup of coffee, check out the headsets I'm wearing, check out the Patreon links and all that are all down below. I want to thank you guys always for your support. I want to thank you guys for your support. You guys know I go through all these genres here, and I know there's some people here who are just hardcore in particular things, and I want to thank all of you just as well. For continually hanging out and just waiting till something you like pops up. All right, guys, you take care of yourself. Have a killer day. Aloha. All right.